G'day everybody, Sam Marwood here again from Cultivate Farms, giving another weekly update on all things Cultivate. I was going to do one out on the balcony looking over the bush, but it is just pouring down out there and it looks like the whole east coast of Australia is getting drenched, so I hope everybody is safe. We've had another flat out week this year with Cultivate Farms. This update I'm going to give you an outline of how we're going with investors, how our Dick Smith interview, and also whether we should be getting corporate sponsors. So I just want to, again, the point of this is to show you momentum that we're building, get you to go behind the scenes of Cultivate Farms, and would love any feedback you have. So I've got a big list here. I'll start just smashing through it and try and keep this relatively quick. So investors, we're talking with a handful of investors. So they love what we're doing because their biggest issue is finding good farmers. And so for us, we're just going to build up a reputation, a relationship with these individuals and organisations who look after investors buying farms. So that's what we're finding. The last even 2 years, all been about us building relationships and explaining what we're trying to do, which is building a database of amazing aspiring farmers from all over Australia, so that when they have a farm they want to purchase, they'll come straight to us and we can match them up with the perfect family, the perfect person to jump on. So it's getting really exciting. They just need a little bit of time to get their head around what we're doing, because it is different to anything they've experienced. Writing articles. So we have been writing a few blogs and a few more coming out this week, and we've sent out to a few other organisations who are trying to get the word out through, mainly to, I guess, the retiring farmer age group. And it might sound terrible, but we're writing one for the Funeral Directors Association of Australia, which is all about how do we inform people who are in contact with those of retiring age, or in the Funeral Directors Association situation, it's maybe somebody who's lost their partner and they can no longer run the farm. So how do we spin that story around so it's a really positive thing where we can get a young family in to help that family in their farm transition and even stay on as equity owners. We're writing for the Vet Association of Australia. Hopefully that'll come through, and just other bloggers who care about farming in Australia. So we're using those avenues to get the word out about what we're doing, and particularly not only to get aspiring farmers, but to get the discussion going with those of retirement age who might want to come talk to us about transitioning their farm. Exciting news is Dick Smith did an interview with us. We did it in a bit of a cheeky way. We just sent one question. We thought, what's the best way to get Dick's attention? And you know, he's very busy, so we sent one question around what's the biggest issue facing young people. You can jump online now, and he agrees with us. It's around capital. How do you get capital to young people to buy farms? And he's got some really interesting points in there. We've unpacked them, but in short, he thinks you guys are onto a winner wanting to get into the farming world. I think that's the industry of the future. We've been dumping a few more videos, so I'm going to do a few more after this as well. Again, trying to provide that practical information to you guys and ideas of how to get farm ready, how to attract and talk to retiring farmers about whether they'll put you on their farm. We are also thinking about how do we provide advice to you on getting farm ready. So how do you ensure you've got the skills you need to be the best farmer? So we're talking to universities, so we had a quick chat with the University of Melbourne and Charles Sturt Uni and the Wodonga and Albury TAFEs, and we're willing to talk to anybody because we just want a big database of all the best courses that you can take on, whether they're online, whether on the weekend, whether they're a 2-year course, to get your skills up to scratch, so that you're more likely to be placed on some of these farms that we find. So let us know if you've got any other ideas around other education institutes, but we want to start building these connections and start promoting them to you guys. A survey. We're going to launch this new website in a month or so. As part of that will be a membership, so you'll sign up as a member, and that's the way we'll have your contacts to provide opportunities. So we need to be able to make money, to be able to live, to be able to keep doing what we're doing. So we're just trying to figure out how much would you guys be willing to pay to support the work we're doing. And it's a bit of an awkward question, but it's the reality is that we need to be able to make this a viable business so that we can find these farms for you. So we're going to send this survey around. We'd love your support. We'd love you to share it, just to give us a feel of what's realistic for us to be able to give you value, but also have enough money so we can keep working. And in that light, we're looking at corporate sponsors. So this is a bit of a tricky area. Do we get corporate sponsors? There's interest in that area for us. How do we make it a win-win for you, for us, and for the corporates as well, and how we walk that fine line. So that's just something we're going through as well. We've been talking to farm advisors, so we really think we've got something here that farm advisors, succession planners, accountants, lawyers could really get value from, in that we're trying to find farms all over Australia, and we want to use their services to find the farms, sit down and have discussions with the farmers, with yourselves, with the retiring farmers, assess the farms, and provide ongoing management support. So we think we're going to provide more work for these organisations and these people. So we're just trying to figure out how to get the word out to them about what we're doing so that it's a win-win for them and for us. This week, we're going to make more videos. We're going to keep polishing the website. Can't wait to get that out and show you guys and get you loading up your profiles. Fixing up our ads still working that through, and organising these investors. So trying to figure out how we get these investors, especially for these 2 northern Victoria dairy farms, but continuing to build those relationships so that we know we'll have these, when farms arrive, and they already are, it's how do we make sure we've got investors ready and raring to go. So thank you, thanks for following. Please send through any questions. Love hearing all your comments. Please share this. The more people that know about this, the more opportunities are going to arise. And hopefully we'll speak to you next week. Cheers.